You are welcome to the GMAETS41's Basic Class channel. This channel is specially dedicated to our scholars in basic class, just like the name of the channel goes, GMAETS41 Basic Class. So in this particular class, we are going to be looking at combined operation, the concept of BODMAS. So for our scholars in basic level, you want to always try as much as you can to connect to this class. If you are an educator, let's say a teacher in school, right? In a school, and you take mathematics, you take English language, basic science, quantitative reasoning, this channel is here to also benefit you so that you can give the best to your scholars, to your pupils and students. Then of course, this channel can help many of you in higher level class, advanced level also, to know how to assist your younger ones with their school works. As we know, this channel covers basic mathematics, basic English language, basic general science, and then quantitative reasoning. Already in this class, I've taught the concept of basic arithmetics to include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, in mathematics, there are certain kind of problems that can be given to you, and you may have a question where two or more basic arithmetic operations might be combined. If you have these two or more basic operations combined and you're asked to, simplify it, or you're asked to evaluate it, how do you go about such problems? And that is what this particular class is based on. So once again, I am saying to you, welcome to this class. Before we start, we are going to remind ourselves of the basic mathematics operations. And here on the board, you have it as BODMAS. We're going to learn first the meaning of BODMAS. The meaning of what? BODMAS. Take note, when we talk about basic class, this actually includes scholars from primary 4, primary 5, primary 6. Yes, we have those in primary 3, primary 2, primary 1, but the focus of this channel actually goes from primary 4 up to JSS 3. That is basic 4 to basic 9. Okay, B here means bracket. You want to take note of that, bracket. O means of, okay, and this goes with the order of the operation. Order of operation. Then we have D. D means division. And we have M. M is multiplication. Then we have A. A means addition. A is addition. Then, of course, S represents subtraction. S represents subtraction. So whenever you are giving combined operation, this is the order you follow. This is the order you follow. As this channel is meant for basic level of learning, different from what you see in GMAETS41's channel. We are going to be taking the learning gradually because of the level, the scholars we are teaching in this channel. So whether you're in advanced level, right? That you're in advanced level, as you come to this channel, gradually you're going to learn key points on how to apply this basic level of knowledge. So without wasting time, we shall start with solving questions. I've told you that B here means bracket, O is off. Don't worry, we'll talk much about this off. D is division, M multiplication, A is addition, and then S is what? Subtraction. So when you are given a question and you have brackets there, you have addition, so you should know how to handle it. As we conclude this combined operation, the last question we're going to pick, you'll see how we are going to work on all the operations. But for now, we'll start with problems that involves addition and subtraction. So I have this first question for us. Okay, question 1, you can say example 1. Let's use example 1. Imagine that you are given this question. Like I said, no rushing, calmly, because basic level of knowledge is very, very important. It is from that level, this basic level, like it is said, there is no house that stands, without a foundation. From this level, you can now move on to other higher level. So those in higher level already, you see, you don't play. Make sure you follow up. While those in basic level, please don't play with this topic. It is going to help you a lot as you move to your higher level. Now, this is our first question. Question number 1. Evaluate 3 plus 2 minus 15. 3 plus 2 minus 15. Now, how do you solve this problem? 3 plus 2 minus 15. Let us look at the solution. Let us look at the solution. Do not see any question and think, oh no, sorry, this is minus 5. This is minus 5, please. Do not look at any question as I will be teaching and you say, oh, this is too simple. No need of working with this channel. Please follow up. Follow up. I'm building you. I am building you. Now we have 3 plus 2 minus 15. 3 plus 2 minus 5 rather. Why am I always pronouncing 15? If you look at BODMAS, BODMAS tells us that the first thing we should deal with anytime we see combined operation is brackets. If bracket is not there, but we see off should be what we are expected to deal with. What if there is no off, but we see division? Division is what we should deal with. Now, what if in the combined operation there is no division, but you see multiplication? Multiplication is what you should deal with first. Okay, assuming there is no multiplication, but you see addition. Addition will be the first thing you deal with. It is after you are done with addition before you can talk about subtraction. So do you see in the question given to us, what are the operations we have there? The basic arithmetic operations we have there are plus and minus. That is addition and subtraction. So following this, you see that you have to do addition before subtraction. Therefore, if I'm solving this, first I will do 3 plus 2. If you solve 3 plus 2, you are going to get 5. That's the first thing you do. 3 plus 2 will give you 5. So if I add 3 and 2 and I get 5, watch this. I have been able to add 3 and 2 and I got a single number, which is 5. After this 3 plus 2, what you see as a mathematical sign is minus. Is that not so? So I'm going to fix minus, and after that minus, you see 5. Look at the 5 here. Please, once again, watch. 3 plus 2 gives you a single number. That single number is 5, like I showed you here, which means 3 plus 2, if you write in, it will give you 5. Write the 5. After this 3 plus 2, the sign you will meet, the operation you are going to see is minus, as you're seeing from the question. Fix that minus, and then you write your 5, which is the last digit you have there. So this is the first thing you are expected to do. addition before subtraction. So here we have our last operation, which is 5 minus 5. If you have 5 and you remove 5 from it, or if you have 5, because plus this 5 alone standing here, there's plus here, are you getting me? Plus 5 and minus 5, or simply say 5 minus 5. So you have 5, minus 5 means you are owing somebody 5. If you have 5 and you are owing someone 5, what will you do? Let's assume you are with 5 oranges, but you are owing me 5 oranges. What would you do? You will give me all the 5 oranges you have, and then you will no longer have any orange with you. So it means you have nothing, 0. Meaning that 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. And we have solved this. We can now conclude, therefore, the operation, the combined operation given to us, 3 plus 2 minus 5. The final answer is 0. The final answer is 0. Now you see that what we did here, right, is simple and straightforward. Work on your addition first before you take subtraction. That is the rule. And that is why addition came before subtraction in BODMAS. I hope you understand this, right? But there is something important I want to tell you. Addition and subtraction, they go hand in hand. If I give you addition and subtraction, the truth is you can do any one of them first. Because addition and subtraction are opposites, directly opposites, so they operate together. Why am I saying this? Following BODMAS, I have to do A before S, which is what I've just done here. But let me show you something. I can decide to do 2 minus 5 first, which means I can just write my 3 first, then do 2 minus 5. If you do 2 minus 5, look at it, this 2 is plus 2, and then minus 5. Plus 2 means you have 2. Minus 5 means you are owing 5. Now, if you have 2 oranges and you are owing me 5 oranges, what will you do? The 2 oranges, you give it to me. Remember, you are owing me how many oranges? 5 oranges. 5 oranges. Now you have 2. The 5 oranges means you are owing me 5. Minus 5. Plus 2 means you have 2. So if you have 2 oranges and you are owing me 5 oranges, if you pay me the 2 oranges you have, you will come to the 5 oranges and remove 2. So you will still be owing me 3 oranges. You'll be owing me how many oranges? 3 oranges, right? You are still owing me. And because you are owing me, in mathematics, we use minus for it. You remember in our class, under number line, I have taught you all of those. So you can still watch the video lesson on number lines. Okay, to know how we handle all this, plus a number, minus a number, the meaning. So like I said, if we can do that like that, 2 minus 5 will give us that you are owing 3. You are still owing 3. And because you are owing 3, it will be minus 3, which means 2 and minus 5 alone will give you minus 3. Remember, we left 3 here before. Plus 2 minus 5 gave us minus 3. So if you have 3, and then this plus 2 minus 5 gives you minus 3. It means these two numbers plus 2 and minus 5 together, you will remove them and fix minus 3. Look at it, minus 3. And then if you solve 3 minus 3, you are going to get 0. A number minus itself, you will get 0. So what do I really want you to understand here? Because you know you are going to be moving on to higher class, higher class, higher class. You want to remember that if you have addition and subtraction together, you can decide to do subtraction first before addition. You'll still get the same answer. However, I am following the general rule, BODMAS, which I did addition first. That's the right thing to do before subtraction. But the answer you got here, 0, is still the same answer I got when I decided to do this minus first before plus. But please take note. This is a serious advice and warning. You don't do this thing if you have multiplication and division together with subtraction. No, you don't do that. What I just explained to you is if the combined operation is only plus and minus, you can do any one of them first. But please, let's follow the normal rules still as I am teaching you. Do addition before subtraction. You have to learn that one first before you start playing with all these other ones. Let us move on to our next question, number 2. Let us move on to our next question, number 2. See, we have done something about addition and subtraction. Question 2, that is example 2. Example number 2. Now I have this one. This is interesting. I have this one. And this is the question. This is the question. The question is evaluate 15 divided by, okay, let me make it this way first. 15 plus 30 divided by 10. 15 plus 30 divided by 10. Now, do you look at this? You want to ask yourself, how many operations do you have there in this combined operation? Solution. If you look at the question, we have 15 plus 30 divided by 10. 15 plus 30 divided by 10. So how many basic operations do we have here? We have plus and we have divide. We have plus and we have what? Divide. So if I ask you from the rule of BODMAS, plus and divide, that is addition and subtraction. Addition and division rather. Addition and division. Which one comes first? Look at it. That is why you have to memorize these BODMAS and their meaning. Okay? Now, division comes before addition. Which means if I come to this, I will do the division part first before I do my addition. So under this, I'll write equal to this number given to me, this combined operation given to me. I will first of all do division part. Now, division is between 30 and 10. Division is between 30 and 10. So the first thing you have to solve is 30 divided by 10. Which means this 15 will remain as it is. And because 15 is going to remain as it is, look at 15. After 15, you have 30. Before this 30, you have plus. So between 15 and this second number, 30, you have plus. You cannot do plus before divide, following this BODMAS. That is why you don't touch this part first. Leave the 15 the way it is. So I will bring down the 15. I'll bring down the 15. After 15, you have plus. You have what? Plus. You have plus. Then solve 30 divided by 10 first. 30 divided by 10. You notice that I did not touch the 15. The 15 remained like that. After that, you have your plus. Then do 30 divided by 10. 30 divided by 10 will give you what? 3. I have taught you multiplication. And with the knowledge of multiplication, you can handle division anytime. If you are dividing 30 by 10, which is the same as 30 over 10. All you have to do is to go to 10 times table. 10 times table. Then ask yourself 10 times which number will give you 30. And that is 10 times 3. 10 times 3 will give you 30. It means that 30 divided by 10 is equal to 3. Again, another first way of getting the answer of 30 divided by 3, which I have taught you also, is remembering that 30 ended with 0 and 10 ended with 0. So you cancel this 0, you cancel this 0. You'll be left with 3 divided by 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3, which simply means 30 divided by 10 will give you 3. So this 30 and 10, look at this 30 and 10 together, you remove it and you fix what? 3. Because 30 divided by 10 is equal to 3. Are you getting right? So we have done that. 30 divided by 10. These two numbers, if you work it out, if you solve it, you get one single number, which is 3. So from here, you now write equal to 15 plus 3 will give you 18. 15 plus 3. This is the only sign we have, the only operation plus. So just add straight. 15 plus 3 will give you 18. And you see, we have gotten a single number, 18. And that is our answer. We can now conclude, therefore, 15 plus 30, if you divide it by 10, the answer is equal to 18. The answer is equal to 18. That is your answer. Take note. In this case, you have plus and divide in this combined operation. You can never do plus first. You can't. You can't. Plus and divide, they are not opposite. Plus and divide are not opposite. They are not directly opposite. It is plus and minus that are directly opposite. Plus and divide are not directly opposite. So you cannot say, okay, I can decide to do plus first. Maybe you have 15 plus 30 before you now talk about this operation. It's wrong. Okay? It is minus and plus that are opposite. So you can handle any one of them before the other one. However, I advise you always go with the plus first if you have plus and minus. If you have plus and divide, you can never do plus before. Remember this. It is divide that you have to do first, division. And the reason is because divide, that is division, and addition, they are not opposite. Do you understand that? They are not opposite. We are done with this question. We will be taking another question. We'll be taking another question. This is example 2. This is example 2. This is example 1. You can copy this out or you screenshot it. You can screenshot it. Bros, you are good. It's good to remember BODMAS. Thank you very much, Mike Shred. You're welcome. Thank you for connecting today, class. And the aim is very much simple. Whether you are in basic level of learning or whether you are in advanced level, let us assume that you are in advanced level. You can use the knowledge of what you are learning to teach your younger ones. Your younger ones need this help. Very important. Like I keep saying, especially knowing the situation of our education system. Well, I am streaming this class from Nigeria and I understand how difficult the system of learning is becoming. So through platforms like this, we can assist ourselves. Okay? Thank you for connecting to the class once again, and thank you for the commendation. All right, I'll wipe this part of the board, please. I'll wipe this part of the board. Let us take question number 3. Example 3. Example 3. In this example 3, I have this question here. In this example 3, I have this question. Interesting question this time around, as usual. And this is the question, evaluate. Good. I have 2 times 5. 2 times, this is 2 times 15. Then divided by 3. 2 times 15 divided by 3. 2 times 15 divided by 3. That is what we are asked to evaluate this time around. So how do we solve this? Again, you ask yourself, what are the operations we have here? The operations we have here are times and divide. That is multiplication and division. So you quickly think of your BODMAS. Multiplication and division, which one comes first? Division comes before multiplication. So normally you have to do division first, which means you won't touch these 2 times 15. These 2 times, you keep it like that. Solve 15 divided by 3 first. Solve 15 divided by 3 first. That is what you are meant to do. But I will solve this question according to BODMAS rule. Then I will tell you something about multiplication and division, just like I told you for addition and subtraction. So solving this, the question given to us is 2 times 15 divided by 3. This is a question given to us. So I will now write equal to, remember, like I said, we have to solve 15 divided by 3 first. According to BODMAS, BODMAS, DN, division before multiplication. Therefore, these 2 times, I will write it 2 times. Then solve the 2 numbers that division is between them first. 15 divided by 3. If you want to get the value of 15 divided by 3, just like I told you when I explained 30 divided by 10, go to 3 times table. 15 divided by 3. Go to 3 times table. Ask yourself 3 times which number will give you 15. That is why I said that once you know your multiplication, you have known your division. The 2 are opposite. They are opposite. 3 times 5 will give us 15. It simply means if you divide 15 by 3, 15 divided by 3 will be equal to 5. Because in 3 times table, 3 times 5 will give you 15. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. The same thing, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Good. So if 15 divided by 3 will give us 5, it means in place of these 2 numbers, 15 divided by 3, you are going to remove them and write 5, because that is the answer of 15 divided by 3. So look at it, 2 times this 15 divided by 3 together will give us 5. Look at it, 2 times, instead of 15 divided by 3, you are now writing 5. Just 5, because 5 now replaces, 5 now represents, 5 is the answer of 15 divided by 3. So in place of that 15 divided by 3, you fix 5. All these things, replace it by 5. Now let us move on. You have this one operation now, which is multiplication times. So we are going to do 2 times 5. 2 times 5 from multiplication table is 10. And that is it. I can now conclude, therefore, 2 times 15 divided by 3, the answer is equal to 10. The answer is equal to 10. This is the answer. That is how simple we handle it. I hope you understand what I did here, right? Now, there is something I said I was going to tell you, right, if I am done solving this question. And it is time for me to tell you that division and multiplication are opposites. Division and multiplication, they are what I said, opposite. So if you have only 2 of these operations, you can do any one of them first. I give you a question and you have just multiplication and division as combined operations in that question. You can do multiplication first before division if you want. You still get the same answer. Is there any? Okay, yes, you're absolutely right. I have to advise that you take some remote jobs. Thank you very much, Mike Shred. I will do so. And if you have any, you can also let me know. I'll appreciate that, okay? So, is it true that if you have combined operations containing multiplication and division, you can do any one of them first? Is it true? Yes, it's possible. Let me show you now. 2 times 15 divided by 3. The correct thing following BODMAS is to do this division first. 15 divided by 3. Anything you get, you multiply it by 2. Just like I solved here. But like I said, since it is only these two operations that are together, times and divide, you can do any one first. The reason is because multiplication and division are opposites. So you can do any one of them first. Watch. If I decide to do 2 times 15 first, whereby I would keep divided by 3 like that, I'll keep it like that. 2 times 15 is 30. If you can't remember or work 2 times 15 from like this, that is why you learned all of those. And in this channel, I have covered everything on place value. 2 times 5 is 10. Write 0, carry 1. Remember to carry 1, remember it. Then 2 times 1 is 2. Plus the 1 will give you 3. So 15 times 2 or 2 times 15 is 30, which means these 2 times 15, these two numbers, if I apply this operation, if I use that operation times on 2 of them, 2 times 15, it will give me a single number, and that single number will be 30. So if 2 times 15 gives me 30, after this 2 times 15, which mathematical sign or operation are you seeing? Divide, and then what? 3. This 30 represents 2 times 15. So let us divide 30 by 3. To divide 30 by 3, remember, you need 3 times table. You ask yourself 3 times which number will give you 30, and 3 times 10 will give you 30, which means that 30 divided by 3 is equal to 10. So you see, you got the same thing. But remember, please, you can only do multiplication before division if in the operation you have multiplication and division only. Is that okay? If you have multiplication and division only. If you have, let's say, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, please follow the normal order to avoid making mistakes. Is that okay? And take note. You cannot do, say, you have multiplication and subtraction, and you say, okay, you can do subtraction first. No, follow the normal standard. That is why, even though I am showing you some of these things, when you have just these two combined operations, that you can do any one first. In the case of addition and subtraction, I say you can do any one of them first. In the case of multiplication and division, I say you can do any one first. But please, follow the normal order. That is why what I am solving on the board, I am following the normal order. If you have division and multiplication, you do division first. All right, friends, we are moving on. Let us look at our next question. You see, we have played with these other questions we have. Yes, we have played with it. Let us look at example 4. Let us look at example 4. Good. This is what we have in example 4. I think at this point, I can take any operation I want. In the thumbnail of this particular lesson, you see there was this question that appeared, and we are going to solve that. At this time, we are going to consider all the operations. Yes, we are going to consider all of the operations. So follow along as we solve this question. Finish up what you have here, because I'll soon wipe it. This is the question. Solve 2 plus, oh no, this is 2 of 3 plus open bracket 8 minus 3 times 6 divided by 2 minus 9. So this is the question we have. 2 of 3 plus open bracket 8 minus 3, close your bracket, times 6 divided by 2 minus 9. So we are going to solve this question and see what this is going to give to us. Okay? There is something I always tell my friends. as you are, because you are my friends, right? That thing is that if you understand addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, you have conquered mathematics. Yes, you have conquered mathematics. The reason is because these 4 basic operations are what mathematics is built on. And in this channel, I have taught addition, I have taught subtraction, I have taught multiplication, I have also taught division. In the playlist of this GMAETS41's basic class channel, you would see mathematics playlist. If you go there, the video lessons are well arranged for you already. So you can use that to learn basic concepts, which will help you as you are moving to higher classes. Why is it that I can give this question at this point in time? Why can I give it? Because all these things you are seeing here involve operations of plus, minus, times, and divide. And at least I have taught you how to handle plus, minus, times, and divide. And I've taught each of those basic arithmetics also. So at this point, we can confidently solve this question. Let us see what we do. Solution. Solution. Now from the question, we have 2 of 3 plus, open bracket, 8 minus 3 times 6 divided by 2 minus 9. This will be equal to, you now remember your BODMAS. Full meaning of BODMAS. Let's go. B. Brackets. That's the first thing you are expected to do. That's the first part you start with if you see it in any combined operation. O for off. OF. OF. I don't know if I spelled OFF when I was writing the meaning. If I did spell it as OFF, I'm sorry. It's just OF. Off. Okay? That is the second thing you deal with after bracket. If you don't see bracket and you see off, off will be the first thing you deal with. Okay, now after bracket, you deal with O, off. After O, off, you deal with D, division. When you finish solving division part, that is when you can now go for multiplication. When you finish multiplication part, you can now go for A, which is addition. If you finish addition and you still have something like subtraction there, you now conclude with S, which is subtraction. So let us see, in this operation, we have almost all of them. So where do we start with first? This is the first place to start with, first. Okay? Bracket. Which means every other thing will remain the way it is. Finish up with what you have in the bracket first. So this will be written as 2 of 3. Write it exactly the way you see. Be bringing them down. Are you getting me? Don't be scared of working on it on a straight line. There are some people that will go and write this separately. No, you are stressing yourself. And you may likely, there is high chance of making mistakes in such kind of a thing, where you will pull this one out and solve first. After that, you say, okay, the next one is off. You do off first. After that, you say the next one is D. You do division. By the time you finish, you now want to put all of them together. You may just get confused and make mistakes. So for me, GMAETS41, I don't usually advise that. In fact, when I taught in primary school, I always discourage my pupils from doing that. Follow along. The way, if I am not to touch this one, if I am not supposed to solve this one first, it means I will write it, I'll bring it down exactly the way it is, so that I'll be seeing how it appears and link up to other ones I'm solving. So you see, 2 of 3, you don't touch it. Bring it down exactly the way it is. After that, you have plus. Look at your plus there. After the plus, you have this bracket. So you solve out this bracket and get a single number for it first. So let us do that. 8 minus 5, 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 will give us 5. My dear friends, look at this. What we have here is minus. I know minus is the last thing you do in BODMAS arrangement. But why is it that we had to do this 8 minus 3 first? Because it is covered with brackets. So finish what you have in the bracket first. It does not matter the sign, the mathematics sign you have inside the bracket, it does not matter. Finish everything in that bracket first before you look at the other ones outside the bracket. So 8 minus 3 will give us 5. In place of this 8 minus 3 giving us a single number 5, you will write that 5 down. You can see it. After this bracket which gave us 5, after this bracket which gave us 5, you have times. So you fix your times, have your 6, then divided by 2 minus 9. Did you notice something here? I copied every other thing down the way it is. The only thing I am dealing with, or I had to deal with, is this bracket. So solve that one first. Now, this is what we have here from the first step. There is no bracket here again. So you think of the next operation that will come if there is no bracket. And from here you have off. BODMAS, B-O is off. After B bracket, the next thing is off. So this part is the second thing you are meant to do. That's the second thing we are going to solve. That's the second thing we are going to solve. Okay? So if you have not copied the other part, please copy it or screenshot it so that we would round off quickly. For this class is supposed to be just 1 hour class. And you know it is basic class. It is basic class, so it's not a class I'll come and spend 2 hours, 1 hour and some minutes. As a matter of fact, the class should not even cross 30 minutes as per what I planned. Okay, but all the same, gradually, I just want to finish up this BODMAS so that we keep moving, no time. I will be releasing the timetable for how the online class of GMAETS41 basic class will be going further. Hopefully this evening or tomorrow morning I'll release the timetable so that you will know the days we have our classes: maths, basic science, English, and of course quantitative. The quantitative reasoning will be going together with mathematics because quantitative reasoning is mathematics. As a matter of fact, quantitative reasoning is simple equation. And I want to tell you something, please. I won't teach anything fully about quantitative reasoning yet until I finish teaching simple equations. Although video lessons on quantitative reasoning might soon start appearing on this channel, pre-recorded. But for me to come live and teach quantitative reasoning, please, you friends need to be good with simple equations first. Okay, let us move on. Like I said, the second thing we deal with is this off. So this is going to be equal to, we would deal with 2 of 3. 2 of 3 is the same as 2 times 3. It's the same as 2 times 3. But please, my dear friends, don't be too quick to go and change off to times. Because if from here, I change this off immediately when I was rewriting the question down before I start solving. If I quickly go and change off to times, somebody is saying 2 times 3 plus bracket 8 minus 3 times 6 divided by 2 minus 9. If I change this off to times immediately, if the person is solving this, the person might be tempted to go and do 6 divided by 2 first before 2 times 3. Because division comes before multiplication. So you want to remember, if you are writing this, maintain it as off. But if you are working with the off, you want to bring in mathematical sign for off. That off is times. It's interpreted to mean times in the process. So 2 of 3 is the same as 2 times 3. And 2 times 3 is 6. So this 2 of 3, 2 times 3 will now change to 6. Replace it with 6. 2 of 3, replace it with 6. Copy every other thing down. Bring it down exactly like that. If this 2 of 3 gives us 6, these two numbers with this off used on them become 6. So all of them will be removed and you fix 6. It will now be 6 plus everything you have here. So let me copy down everything we have. Plus 5 times 6 divided by 2 minus 9. That's what we have. Don't worry. You see, learning is step by step. Besides, this is basic level of learning. Time will come after you have understood all this. You can be fast to even carry out like 2 or even 3 of the operations at the same time, but respecting each of them. For example, I could have done 2 of these and then 8 minus 3, 6 divided by 2, separately within the line, and we'll be getting their answers. Are you following, right? Because of my level of understanding and because of the level of understanding of some of you. But remember, I am building the process for you, friends, like I said. So you follow along. Don't be discouraged and say, no, this step is, you could have done this, done that. When we meet in our main channel for higher levels, from grade 10 to university level, we can do that. That is why I always advise those from that level to make sure if they have problems with basic arithmetics, they should come back to GMAETS41 basic class. Learn all those principles where I teach step by step, no rushing. Then they can now apply this knowledge in the other channel. Okay, let's move on as we conclude. This is the new thing we have now. Look at the operations we have there: plus, times, divide, and minus. Okay, so if you have addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction, following BODMAS, which one will you do next? Division is the next one to do. So division is now the third operation, the third process to handle. So that will now give us, which means every other number will be brought down exactly the way they are. Look at this: 6 plus 5 will be written down, times will be brought down. This minus 9 will also be brought down. Then 6 divided by 2, if you solve it, you will get one single number, which will now bring down that single answer you will get from 6 divided by 2. But do you need to go and be punishing yourself, solving this separately, the other separately? No. Follow it the way it is. Maintain your 6. You are not meant to touch this 6 plus 5. It is not yet time for addition. Then times, bring these times. After times, you have 6 divided by 2. This 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. You have to operate with 2 times table. 2 times 3 will give you 6. So 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. Which means this 6 divided by 2, those two numbers there, 6 divided by 2, if you simplify, it will give you 3. So in place of this 6 divided by 2, you bring down 3. 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. So you write 3 to replace both of them. After this 6 divided by 2, what are you? Step by step. I call BODMAS the brain ordering capacity of mathematics. The brain ordering capacity of mathematics. And you apply this to your real life, my dear friends. In life, you do everything in order to avoid problems, to avoid mistakes. Is that okay? So this helps to order your brain. You are learning from mathematics now that processes in life, things you do in life, should be carried out in order. You don't need to be scattered in the things you do. Otherwise, you might be facing problems, challenges, too many challenges that you may not be able to find a solution. The brain ordering capacity of mathematics. That is what I refer to BODMAS as. That's what I call BODMAS. Now, at this point, what do we now do next? You now check the operations we have here. We have plus, times, and divide. That is addition, multiplication, and subtraction. And you'll agree with me that you have to do multiplication first. You have to do multiplication first. N, then followed by BODMAS. Mass. We are now in mass, M-A-S. Do M first before you consider A and S. Which means I'm going to bring down this 6 the way it is, bring down this plus the way it is, then I will work on 5 times 3. This is the fourth thing to do. 5 times 3 and 5 times 3 together, these two numbers, 5 times 3 will now produce 15. Fix 15 here. This 5 times 3 has been replaced with 15 because that's the value of 5 times 3. After this 5 times 3, you meet minus. Look at minus and then you bring down 9. Any number that it is not yet time to touch, bring that number down as it is together with the sign that the number is carrying. Now we have this, so this is the next thing to do. You work on addition first, and addition will now be the fifth thing, the fifth operation to touch, which means that this will be equal to 6 plus 15. 6 plus 15 will give you 21. 6 plus 15 will give you 21. So these two numbers together, if you work it, you get a single number, 21. After 6 plus 15, what do you see next? Minus 9. You bring it down like that. But like I said, remember I told you something that you can, when you have only plus and minus, you can decide to even do the minus first before the plus. Yes, you will still get the same answer at the end. So from here, if it is minus you want to do first, before you now add to this 6, you get the same answer. But hey, this is like the first class on BODMAS. When we'll be having our fun classes with this, I'll be working all this and telling you can really do this first before that. For now, let's follow the procedure. In conclusion, 21 minus 9 is 12. 21 minus 9 is 12. So we can now say we have gotten our answer. Therefore, going back to the question, 2 of 3 plus 8 minus 3 in brackets times 6 divided by 2 minus 9 is equal to 12. That is the answer. Is equal to 12. So 12 is the answer of this. This whole operation, the answer is 12. Okay, let me write it in black. See what I told you earlier from this level. You know, this is the last step now. This is the last step. The last step, step 6. You do your subtraction to get your 12. To get your 12, your final answer. If you do your subtraction. But like I said earlier, watch. If I decided to do 15 minus 9 first as my 5th operation to handle, 15 minus 9 will give you 6, which means you are bringing down 6 plus 15 minus 9 is 6. So you now get 6 plus 6 that you get from this operation. And 6 plus 6 will still give you 12. But I decided to do the right thing. This is good. This is how you follow step by step to handle BODMAS problem. If you understand this last example 4, believe me, you won't have any problems in any combined operation again, even the ones that have fractions in them. Yes, if you understand how I handle this step by step. Thank you very much, Mike Shred. I love your solution patterns. I must recommend you. Thank you very much. And like I said, I am impressed that you connected and you followed up with the class up to this moment. This is good. So please share the link to this lesson, all right, to other people. Encourage people. It could be neighbors around you, could be your classmates and other. Tell them about GMAETS41 basic class channel. This is the name of the channel. Let me write it, GMAETS41. This is the way you write it. There is no hyphen and there is no space between the GMAETS and the 41. GMAETS41 basic class. That is the name of this channel. Share the links to your friend, invite them to join us, okay? And we will continue to guide you step by step in your basic studies, which you will now apply in your advanced level. So this is the much we can take from this particular class, and I hope you learned something from the class. But before we leave, I would like to give you something to try. When you finish solving it, you can drop your answer. You can drop your answer in the comment section at the end of this class. At the end of this class, a copy of this lesson will be made available. So you can come back later, so you can type your solution, okay? Paste it, okay? You can post your solution in the comment section. Let me wipe this place and give the assignment. Let me wipe here and give the assignment. So this is what the assignment looks like. Assignment. Let's see what we've got. Following what we have done today. Whenever we have a class, I will always give you an assignment. Number 1. Okay, evaluate the following. That will be the question. Evaluate the following. The same as solve the following. Get us the answer. Number 1, We have 13 plus 4 of open bracket 9 minus 2. Then 9 minus 2 and plus 7. So that's the first question. Then the second question we have this. Please, you are to solve and drop your answer in the comment section. All the comments you make now at the end of the class, this is live class, they will disappear, they will go off. Okay, so I advise you come back at the end of this, maybe 30 minutes later or much later in the day, come back and drop the answer to this question. Okay, drop the answer to this question. You can also just do the solving, show the solving in the comment box. You can do the solving in the comment box. So question number 2, what's happening? Please be patient. Let's see. Good. Question number 2, I've got this. 20 times 5 divided by open bracket 4 plus 6. Please, this is divide. This is divide. This is divide. Sorry about that. That is divide. Good. So plus 6 is the next one here. Good. And then let's take this as the last one. Let's take this. This last one I'm going to do, I'm going to give you. You might not really like it, but you have to like it. And the reason why you have to like it is because I am not owing you on this particular number I want to give to you. I have taught how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide decimal numbers. So since this is an assignment and I have taught you all of this, I would like you to use that knowledge to solve this third one. You are to evaluate 5 divided by 2 plus 2.5 times 6 minus 0.5. Okay, so drop your answer in the comment box. For this note, drop your answer, your solving. Drop your solving and answer. So you solve and you get your answer now. And answer in the comment box. In the comment box. In the comment box below. Below this lesson. Okay, this video. And take note, if you are in our WhatsApp group, you can also submit the assignment there. So how can you join the WhatsApp group of our basic level scholars? Send a message to this contact on WhatsApp. Send a message to this contact on WhatsApp. Send your full name. Send where you are contacting GMAETS41 from. And then your level of study. Your level of study, very important. So we know the group you will be added to. So that there you can actually solve, you snap your notes where you solved it, then you forward the snap notes directly to the WhatsApp group. And then if you go to the comment section of this video, just below, are you following below this video? You can just drop your final answer. That is also good. All right, guys. This is a wonderful one so far, and this is where we are stopping in our class today. Share the link to this video. Share it. There are many people in grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9 that need this lesson. In fact, from grade 10, 11, 12, and those in advanced level, I put it to you, there are still many of the people at that level that need to learn this. So share so that this video will go viral. Thank you. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be releasing the timetable to how the GMAETS41 basic class lessons will be going henceforth. Bye-bye. Mike Shred, thank you. I am happy you enjoyed BODMAS today. So use what you have learned to also teach others, okay? As you teach others, you will be learning it even much more better. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day, and I'll be waiting for your answer.